Oops, sorry, I muted my mic. I said just give me 1 second. Good morning, brother. Failure swings? Failure swings are, let me show you. So see these? Failure swing, failure swing, failure swing. So a swing is like a swing high. So high with two low, like lower highs. Every time we put in a high, it's a swing high. It's basically just a bunch of lower highs and lower lows. It's like trend line liquidity, we call it. So this is, oops, I don't know what that is, but this is all failure swings. So for example, I'll give you a good example. I'll tell you why it's significant. So I'm trying to show you. So see all this? Well, let's look at this. Look at all these failure swings. It's not a good example. I want to see, like, I'm looking for a time where we just trended super hard. What's good, Koala? So see this? This is all failure swings, right? We just kept going up and we failed to take out like any major liquidity. So here, it's not even the best example. I guess the one I gave in the beginning was pretty good. This is a good example. This is all failure swings, right? We failed to take out the buy side here multiple times. So what does that mean? It just means there's a lot of liquidity resting above here. So you can really expect the market to go up there. So yeah. $100 more? You can do it, bro. If you have good risk, you're pretty much like guaranteed to pass at this point. It's only 100, I believe. Is this your first funded, bro? Pretty bullish. Okay, let me do one more thing, Guarav, and I'll go over your Damn, my video is trading, bro. This is, oh no. Hey, 130. Should I hold on to this shit, yo? Yo, I heard that. Is that an old clip? I never heard. I want to find the live stream where he said that because I wasn't there. Yeah, I'm bullish today. Microsoft's cooking me, boys. Okay. Let's quickly review this trade from let's quickly let's go over this trade that Guarav took. He said, I want to know why I lost. It's a good trade. Oh, this is Koala. Sorry. Good shit, Koala. There must be something down here, maybe. Let's see. I need to know the time. Did you send me the time that the trade was taken? 3:03 a.m. New York City time. And this is gold? This is gold, brother? There's probably something down there that drew the market. If not, then yeah, it's just I happened to fail. It formed a breaker, and you just take the re-entry there. But let's see what happened at 3:03 a.m. So am I the only one? I don't see it. 3:03. Is this today 3:03 or when yesterday 3:03? Today? ZAL USD or gold futures? This is 3:03 a.m. today. He said New York time. New York time? I don't see the same price action. You went on the 2-minute time frame. Is that why? 3-minute time frame? Yeah, okay, I see. Honestly, this looks like a good setup. Let's just mark out this low. I think this is a previous day low or something. Yeah, I think you just got liquidated, brother. From what I'm seeing. There's an hourly fair value. Oh, I love these setups. I love these setups. The only thing you could have done to avoid this loss, in my opinion, is I know you're probably trading up into a higher time frame fair value gap. Is there a 15-minute bearish? There isn't even a 15-minute bearish. We don't even get there. Setup just failed. So the bias must have just. Oh, let's see what happens after. Okay. Yeah, I don't see much wrong with the trade. If this happened to me, I would just take the trade again, personally. The only thing you could have done is if you entered on this fair value gap, you could have reduced your risk. Where was your stop loss? It's pretty good risk. As long as it covers the low of that candle, so it can trade to the low. Yeah, I think this is it. Are you in replay? Yeah, this is replay. I think this was just a loss, It's not 100% win rate. We took edge of lows. We had a BPR. Came back, traded. Came back lower one more time, and then we went. That's it. Just you got double purged. What's up, Miguel? Good morning, my brother. So I think it's a good trade, bro. Just happened to lose this one. It is what it is. That's the only analysis I would give you. Unless like DXY was, I don't trade gold during London, but it's a good trade to me. Yep, I wouldn't overthink that one. It just went lower. But also there is actually one thing because it's kind of like a late entry, I'd say, because you're on the 3-minute time frame. Like if you go 1 minute, we took out the low here. I guess you could have entered on this inversion. Yeah, I guess. It just kind of fizzled out. It just didn't have the volatility to get up there. It never really got up there to the buy side, did it? It did during 6:45 a.m. Damn, gold's weird. Gold 9 to 11 is the best. Like the reason it didn't rally right here is probably just based off like the times in which gold has volatility is what I'm gonna is my best thing I could probably say. Like it's not gonna it's like for example like 6 a.m. in New York, you're not gonna see a rally to major buy side in 6 a.m. Like that's so rare. Wow, taking we literally rallied at 6 a.m. But like for example, see like 6 a.m. It's like entering, oh, we had a good setup, 15-minute fair value gap, but nothing happened because it's not time. So it could be a time thing. What's up, MMXM? What's up, DJ? What's up? Suji, what's up today? Contact is bugging. I'm gonna have to put it out, put it back in. Anyways, today I'm bullish. We took out previous day low. Yeah, I already saw your trade. It was really clean. Just really clean. Little drawdown. I see you. You're working with that GAN box thing, bro. I rate it. It's called, I think it's OTE, no? The same as OTE? No, not really wind. Those are a different thing. Advanced market structure is kind of complicated, but I can try my best to explain. So what I'll do is I'll start marking them out. I'll start marking them out as they form. So not really that clean right here. So we'll wait. So I'll wait for the market structure at 9:30, and I'll just tell you. I'll start telling you as they form. How does that sound? Can you show Qualys trade? Yep, this is Qualys trade. So it's that USD 5-minute chart. Looks like he entered at 13. So it was at 1 p.m. He's probably not New York time though. 5-minute fair value gap. He entered on the low of the fair value gap at the order block, which was OTE of the range, 0.62 level, or just in a discount of the range. He targeted the buy side there. It's clean. Stop loss covers the order block. This order, it pretty much covers the order block. It covers the fair value gap. So really clean, brother. Keep journaling. Don't get lazy with the journal. Yo, before we do anything today, yesterday I made the mistake of not reading this aloud. So I'm going to read this aloud today because it's the first part of my model. So, a reminder before trading. I wish I had like a more narrative voice. You do not have to put a trade on. No trade is a win. I need to remember that. If I take no trades today, that is a dub. All right. Give me 1 sec, Marcelo, and I'll explain that to you. What is your DOL? Probably previous day high, previous day AM high. Do not feel entitled to be incorrect. So I am bullish. I think we can go to previous day high, but let me not stay too entitled to that. Risk management will carry me. I don't think I'm worried about this. Like I said, my main goal this week is to simply manage my risk the entire week perfectly. I want to risk 200 today on my first trade. That's an A+ trade. That's what I want to do. I'm going to look to take a trade today. I'm going to risk like as close to 200 as I can. Patience will lead to higher probability trades. I got to be patient today. Losses and opportunities. I'm not too worried about this one. And do not focus on the money. Focus on the candles. So our main two I'm going to focus on is I don't have to put on a trade. I don't need to be correct. Be patient and don't focus on the money. Focus on the candles. Focus on the candles, boys. So I'll explain why I'm bullish quickly. So the reason I'm bullish is because Monday took out previous day's high, went lower, significantly lower, and then we took previous day's low, which was Monday, and we tapped into a weekly key level, which was 50% of previous weeks. So this wick, we hit 50% coming into the old new day opening gaps, and we also came back into the weekly fair value gap. So using that same fair value gap again, we rejected off of it. Also rejected off the gray pool here on the daily chart. So I'm thinking we can get a Tuesday low of week here, and the drawn liquidity being these relative equal highs in Asia from yesterday that we were targeting yesterday but did not access, and then previous day's New York AM session high, which is right here. So I marked out those two places. I think we can get there today. So Marcelo says, have a question. If it's the right smart money trader, have to enter at this time where retail trader are entering, like FEDs and target highs or lows. No. So smart money smart money trades in the lens that is like opposite to retail, kind of, is how you want to see it. So for example, retail at 9:30, they'll maybe like see a candle and the volatility comes in, and smart money will trade it in the direction where they think the majority of retail traders are positioned because of that volatility. So right now, like, where would retail be positioned? If they were bullish, they'd be like, if anyone took longs, they'd probably be in profit right now, right? If anyone was short, so that's kind of like, you want to mark out your major buy side and sell side. So here, that's your 15-minute high and that's your 15-minute low. Maybe we'll get a clean 2022 model. So we have probably all our majority of our liquidity is up here and up down here. So smart money is gonna look to trade in the direction and in which the liquidity is. So what I would expect to happen is we'd sink at 9:30 because the people up here would have like a sigh of relief that their stop loss was not hit, and everyone who's been profitable long would be stopped out. So 9:30 drops, and then we come back up and distribute the longs picked up from here towards the buy stops here. So we're basically engineering liquidity up here is what I'm trying to say. I want to see us engineer liquidity up here and then go back lower and then run it. That's what I want to. I don't want to be a part of that run. That's basically what I'm looking for today. Contacts are really bugging me, guys. Give me 1 sec. Just gonna turn my camera off. I don't want to see people up here where the buy stops are, right? Yeah, exactly. Okay. You want a suggestion? Sure. So you said you want to see inversion after buy stop. I want to see. So I'm bullish today. If we were to, okay, so there we go. We just took out the buy stops right now. So anyone who was profitable short, I'll explain today. I'll explain in the perspective of smart money. Everything I'm about to say today is from what I learned of ICT live streams. We just took out the buy stops up here, so I'll even label it buy stops rated. So two things happened to us. Two things happened here from us coming up here. Two things. The first thing is we rated the buy stop. So all the stop losses that were up here just got rated. So liquidity was grabbed. Buy stops rated, right? So far, makes sense. What's up, Sarvan? What's up, Piyush? Anyone who was profitable in this run, if they didn't take profits, their stop losses would, the majority of the stop losses would be up here, because this is, or for example, people, what they do is they have sell limits here. So some people will do something like this, right? And that's why you get these wicks. For example, some people will be like, oh, look at this resistance. We rejected off of it twice. Next time it comes in, I'm going to go short. So not only are there stop losses here, there's also orders here. And this can look something like this, for example. To target the demand zone or whatever. I don't know how they trade, but something like this. This is what they teach in the books. It's like, oh, one price reaches the resistance, take a short. So as soon as, see what happens there? As soon as, J-Way, you went short here, bro? Come on, J-Way, you're joking, right? So basically, as soon as price came here, people got filled short and then stopped out. So the stop loss is there. Right? And then the buy stops that were already here just got rated. And then sometimes what you'll see is you have a fake market structure shift. So sometimes what will happen is we'll actually go a lot higher and then come lower. So that gold example right here, like this. You know what this is? You know why this happens in the market? This is the definition of a breaker block. But a lot of people don't even know what a breaker block is. They don't understand it. The point of a breaker block is to accumulate 1, more longs, and 2, induce more shorts. The purpose of this move right here, this like down move, because we already took out the liquidity, so why didn't we go up? Well, it's algorithmic. Like, the purpose of this down move is to get people to go short. People are like, oh, like the resistance or whatever, the bear flag, if this is a pattern, I don't know. And then people went short. That's the definition of a breaker block. That's why it's the strongest PD rate. It's not up for debate. It's the strongest PD rate. Because people went long here. Their stop losses are here. That's one form of liquidity. 2, breakout traders went long. 3, anyone who just went short, anyone who went who was gonna go short off this, their stop loss are gonna be, we engineered liquidity. It's kind of like that double purge theory where like you have low, right? You have a low, so sell stops. You want to put buy stops here to then run later. So they put in buy stops here, sent it lower, Judas swing. This is the Judas swing, just to send it higher and then run the highs. And then as soon as that happens, we get a pretty big pump because now that smart money distributed all their positions, they need to distribute, right? So now that all the positions were accumulated here, it needs to distribute. Okay, no more of that. Let's focus on the price action. I mean, it's 9:30, so. What's up, Jay? How are you? But the algorithm is booking them at resistance. The algorithm doesn't really care if it's, because the algorithm doesn't know like how many orders there are there and how many, according to ICT. The algorithm, is that a gap? No. The algorithm just knows where the liquidity is, and it knows it's resting above highs and lows. What's up, Ito? That's algorithmic delivery. So I'm looking at this fair value gap right now. Let's mark out the org. God damn. Okay. Nice. That's really nice. Damn, that's really nice. So where we closed yesterday. You look, answer my question too. I'll answer your question right now, my brother. Let me just mark out my opening range gap. I guess that would be 75%, right? So we already met org 25%. I like to put these ones in dotted format. Okay, look at that. Thursday's new day opening. Oh, why'd I do that? Thursday's new day opening gap over lines with the org 50%. I definitely think we can get into there. So what I want to see is a long from here pretty much. So the sell side there. So we took out the buy stops. I want to see it go down to the sell stops. All the way, take it, enter the 50-minute fair value gap, and then we can go long from there potentially. Okay. So you said, what should one do if he really wants to really do trading and he's more than changing, but there's no support from parents or anyone? Bro, you don't tell your parents. You got to do this shit on your own, brother. You got to do this shit on your own. My parents do not support me. I've had 3 payouts. I make pretty significant amount. Not significant amount, I say, but I make money from stock trades too. Like, I'm up really good on that video right now. I'm up a couple hundred. I'm up a couple hundred on AMD as well. And then I'm up like 50 on Micron, and I'm actually down on Microsoft. My parents still hate me. Not hate me, but they don't support at all. They're not going to support until you start making big money. Gold? What about gold? Okay, we tapped into that fair value gap. There's your first presentation. Ran the buy stops again. I want to see another move lower. So this is kind of that fake move we were talking about. Let's see if it actually plays out. So we went lower, inducing shorts, simply with the only purpose of that. I mean, hypothetically, if this were to go lower now, I can explain it to you. But what I'm trying to predict here is we only went lower to put in this high, to induce people to go short. There's buy stops up here now. Those people just got stopped out. Anyone who went short at the open just got stopped out. Now, people who went long, where are their stop losses here? It's going to come down, shoot it, and then hopefully take out this low. And then if it does come down here, I think we can go higher. So I'm going to go long from there. So if I was scalping, I wouldn't mind to take, if this were to inverse, I wouldn't mind taking it and target these lows. That's not a model in my model book. I have a book. You guys know, you guys have been watching my YouTube videos. This does not fit under one of my trading models. Trading view down? No, I'm on trading view right now. Should be fine. So I don't have a model that says like look for a double purge in 9:30 a.m. Like I don't have a model that fits this criteria. So I can see that it's likely to come down here, but I don't have a model that provides that. And if it doesn't come down, then it's gonna go without us. We'll have to look for a silver bullet long. I'm bullish until we take out at least here. I'm bullish until there. I think we can get up into here, but I'm bullish until there at least. So what do I want to see? I want to see this potentially inverse. How are you going to afford that if you have to get a job anyways? Listen, no one said you can't work and trade at the same time. Why aren't you scalping? Because it's not in my model. I don't have a model that fits this criteria. I could make one, but I don't have enough data to signify this trade, you know? If you haven't been watching my YouTube videos, my most recent ones, I mean, the other ones are good too, but my most recent ones, I'm going to show you guys all right now in the chat right now. If you're looking, look at this. This is what I'm doing on YouTube. You see this? This is my entire trading system. Everything is here. If I follow every single thing here, my data tells me I will be profitable. That's all I have to do. I've already covered step 1, which is the most important one. I have my video for step 2. I'm going to release that tomorrow. And then we start getting into the good stuff. So how I do bias. So step 3 of my trading system is pre-market analysis. And then we have models. See these models? Is there any? I have a 930 Judas model. The criteria hasn't been met here. The criteria hasn't been met. If there was a higher time frame PD rate right here, it could be met. But there's none. You could use this gap. I don't qualify that. I don't use that. It's got to be some sort of buy side. To be honest, this kind of almost does fit my criteria for a 930 Judas. If we were to inverse this, how are you going to afford that? But they're forcing me to do a job and pursue my career in that, but I don't want to do so. And you're going to have to do both, brother. You're going to have to do both. It is what it is. It is what it is. Yep. I'm thinking lower as well for now. I'm bullish, but if it doesn't go lower now, then I won't probably be able to participate. We'll have to wait till 10 a.m. silver bullet. Yeah, you don't need to use SMT. Whatever your model says. Whatever you traded enough times to have confidence in, so that when the time comes, it forms. You know? This actually looks like a pretty good short, but I'm not gonna take it. I'm not gonna take it. It's like a B plus short for me, and I only want to take an A plus trade today. Because I want to risk 200 on my first trade, and I want it to be an amazing trade. Let's see if we get the inversion or not. This is gonna go lower. Yeah, it really looks bearish. It really looks bearish. Radio season boys know why might be high probability moves. Yeah. Wait, I'm confused. Are you dissing me? How many years of data do you have that supports your system? How many years of data? I don't know how many years, but I have like thousands of trades. There's Q short trade, but high TP and stop loss. Yeah, I mean, I would have entered on the inversion. It hasn't formed yet. If I missed the inversion, I would go down to the 15-second, and look, my trade would look something like this. Yeah, that's terrible. I mean, if you'd have to put your stop loss there, but that's not really a good stop loss. You could put it at this wick. This wick 75%. Like you could just barely get 2R. So that's if you got the perfect entry. You could take this fair value gap, right? For example. We never had a change in the state or something, so I wouldn't. It's like a B. Do I think it's gonna go lower? Probably. We never got the inversion though, so it's hard to say now. But if we had the inversion, do I think it would have went lower? Probably, but why take it? My 930 Judas model is my worst model. I know that. So I'm not like really inclined to take a trade around 930 to 945. Now the question is, if your strategy is right or you are just gambling, and I know my strategy, right? If you're asking, is that what you're asking me? It's not 100% win rate, but it's more than enough to be profitable. So far what we said was, yeah, you have to, yeah. I mean, that's, for me, the way I made my models, the way I made all my trading models, except the 930 Judas one, it's highly determined on drawn liquidity, right? It's really easy to get into trade if you know where pricing is gonna go. Like if you imagine I told you, guys, there's a 100% chance that price is gonna come here today. You know how easy it would be to find a long? You guys would probably all have like a 90% hit rate. That's basically what I'm doing. We tapped into a 50-minute bullish fair value gap and we're rejecting. So I'm starting to think that this is forming as a long-term low. This would be your intermediate term low right here. So if we form a fair value gap here, would I take it? We're too close to the buy stops there. Yeah, it's not clean enough for me to enter. It's clean. Like, I like what's happening off the rejection off the 15-minute, but I don't like the price action in the sense that, like, I feel like it could just take this high and then consolidate, brother. You can trade gold in your streams too. I don't trade gold, my brother. I'd have to trade gold futures, and it's really never as clean. Rejected off the daily volume imbalance. There you go. That's my tea for you guys. Oh, let's look at ES. What am I doing? I even looked at ES once. 15-minute. Oh, see, we took out the sell side there on, see? We have an SMT. I might look to take this long. It's just outside the macro. Respecting the 50% quad, respecting the 50% level of the first presentation fair value gap, and respecting this fair value gap. And the S&P there. It's just the entry itself is not that good of an entry. Because it's still, maybe the 10 a.m. will be better for us. We'll wait for the macro. I don't like that the high right here can be taken. And we have S&Ps at the highs and lows. That's low probability. We shall wait. Probably run out the high there. I don't want to go long above that high. I really want to see it come down here. Let's see if we can get 50% of this wick and reject off of it. And I could frame a trade off that. If it comes back into the 50-minute fair value gap, that's good too. Let's see. There's your wick CE. Back into the 15-minute fair value gap. Nice. Nice. I need to make this a color that's like, let's go pink or purple. Your first presentation. We tabbed back into the 15-minute fair value gap. I'm happy to go long from here. It's just, oh, can we take out the sell side? That would be so much easier. We just take out the sell side. We also could be wrong, right? Always have to keep that in mind. We could simply be wrong. These relative equal lows, though. If we inverse, we have an SMT here. If we inverse the first presentation fair value gap, form a bullish fair value gap, I'll take that long. Rejecting off of The 15-minute wick CE, org 25%. Although I really like this level, man. The new day opening gap with org 50 and the relative equal lows. I really want it to come down here. Yeah, that's true. That's a really good point you made. That's why I'm kind of waiting for 10. Yep, the market is chopping. Nothing is happening yet. You're right. Patience is key. We will wait. I really want to see it come down here. I really want to see that. That would be nice. ES already came down there. NASDAQ hasn't. So what could happen is ES maybe comes into like this fair value gap. NASDAQ comes into this one. And then we can get a high probability trade. Depends how you look at it, but yeah, I guess you can say that. I'm more focused on this being a buy model. This is your first stage. But in the current daily range, yeah, we are in a premium. I'd love to see them send it down here. Yes, this looks like a good, this looks like it's forming good. Hopefully it doesn't chop. Yep, it's super choppy. Yesterday was also very choppy. Let me check out my stock positions quickly. Pretty good. Nvidia's carrying. You guys think Nvidia hits all-time highs? I got in right here. How did you find a girlfriend? Any tips? We went to school together. When are you starting your one-to-one mentorships? Probably when I get a couple of payouts. That's not sort of long. It's anal S. You gotta be patient. You gotta be patient, yeah. It hasn't even been macro yet, so. Macro in 15 seconds. Let's see if anything happens. I'd want them to send this lower. It's no news, right? So tomorrow's FOMC minutes. Bunch of yellow folders today. Watching from bed seems like a good idea. You have a job or do you trade full time? I have like a part-time job here and there. I do some things. Yeah, it's been tough. Even just look at the daily chart. Like, you see this Tuesday candle? We've been inside this range. Previous week's range, we still haven't taken any side. This Tuesday candle, we haven't even taken out that Tuesday high or low yet. It's just been straight consolidation. You don't think we sweep that liquidity? Do I think so? I don't know. I'm just gonna wait and see. I think it just looks so juicy. The org 50% with Thursday to the opening gap. Do kind of like smooth lows. And then we engineered the highs here. And there's also a 50-minute fair value gap that hasn't been tapped in. So we could potentially take the low and then wick. But who knows? Volume imbalance there. I don't think it's gonna take the high yet. I think it's gonna go lower. Based on looking at the S&P. 15-minute range gives you the 1-minute range? Well, if you want the 15-minute range, that's this. Assuming this candle closes lower, it'll be this. That's your 15-minute dealing range. But then there's also the daily range, which is a different thing. I like that they're leaving this high. It just needs to sink. I want to start as soon as possible too. I need to get some more payouts, brother. Good macro open. Yeah, very solid first 2 minutes. 2 indecisive candles. This candle's gonna flip. I think it's gonna flip bearish. Look at that, just falling short right there. It just gives you smart money does not enter positions in a premium. You need to have some aspect of discount or premium in your trades. You don't want to be taking longs. I mean, there's a time and place if you really know what you're doing. We took out the opening, not the opening range high. We took out the initial buy side there. You just want to be looking for premium discount as a complement to your trades. You don't want to be buying right here, for example. That's not a good buy, right? It's not a good buy. You want to target premium arrays and you want to buy in discount arrays. These are premium arrays. Anything above the price is premium. You want to buy when it goes down. If we get a fair value gap here, man. There's equal highs above the H1 FEG. It's a pretty low resistance liquidity run all the way. But I really don't want to buy a breakout. Like, what do I look like buying a breakout? But it's like a free run all the way to these highs. London was a buy. I think it's London reversal. I think the daily profile is London reversal. London low of day. This low is not getting taken. New York, I just want to see New York retrace and play off London. I mean, that's how the daily profile formed. Age of consolidation, London took the low, and we see expansion off that low. Frames the reversal for, like, loses London reversal. Classic London reversal profile. And also, it's looking like a Tuesday low of week profile. So, do I want to take this fair value gap? This forms as a breakaway? No. I gotta wait. I can't take that fair value gap. It doesn't even fit my entry. It's not a trading model. 50-minute candle doesn't look bad. I just needed to go lower. We could look for an OTE type entry. Yes, it's going finally. With an order block turned to breaker, that's not a thing. An order block can't be a breaker block. It's not possible. They're different. They have different closes. A bearish order block is a down close. A bullish order block is a down close candle, so that can't possibly be a bullish breaker. Unless you're talking about the reverse, but it's weird. I'm trading, and you can see it here. It's MNQ Z20. I'm trading the 2024 contract, the December contract. I trade micros. I don't trade fund. I don't trade the minis. Too much risk. If we take out this green line, probably gonna have to sit out unless we see like a deep retracement into a 50-minute fair value gap or something. So far, the macro is doing pretty good. 3-minute fair value gap. Really don't want to buy there. The only thing that's enticing me to buy is this low resistance liquidity run. Like, I really think we get here and we just run right through all these highs. There's nothing. Like, there's nothing here. We just run through those highs. We might not even get a retracement at all. On 150K, is that valid or not? Depends how much you're risking, brother. It's when a bearish order block turns out to be wrong and trades down, so it has to have been passed. 500 risk. How much drawdown does a 150K account have? It all depends on your win rate stuff. For me, I like to risk 10% of my drawdown max. That's just me. Let's mark out the 3-minute fair value gap. If we can get a significant low at 10, 3% in profit. Wait, what's the drawdown for 150K? $4.5, so 500. What's 4.5 divided by 500? Claim mitigation block. It's just a breaker block with a failure swing. Here it's like 9%. It's not bad. You have 9 trades. That's not bad, yeah. If you risk around 500 per trade, you have around 9 trades before you blow the account. So that's pretty good in my opinion. I don't mind taking this fair value gap at 10 a.m. I'm going to be honest. If 10 a.m. opens and goes down, taps into the 5-minute. Yeah, I would not mind that actually at all. How much percentage profit do you make from a TP? Percentage profit of what? Percentage from what? You're leading neutral, slight bearish. I hope it plays out for you, my brother. I'm personally bullish when you have 2R. My risk is always going to be as close to 200 as I can get it, but never above. So sometimes that'll be like 150 because I can't put in another micro. If I put in another micro, it'll be over 200 risk. I never want to risk over 200. So if I hit 2R, it'll be around like 400 if it's a flat 2R trade. Usually my trades are more than 2R though. I think I'm averaging like 4R right now. But it hasn't been like 800 wins. I've been risking less, which is why I want to just follow my risk management plan this week. Okay, 5-minute fair value gap. It's forming right at the time of a potential silver bullet. I would love to see. I have 350Ks, I guess 450Ks. I want to see this go down at 10 a.m. And then, yeah, that's what I want to see. Maybe get an OTE. It's not really clean. You blow an account if you hit your maximum loss limit on the account. Every account has a maximum loss limit. Go down at 10. It's going to take out the previous day AM high. Like we said. Unlucky we didn't really get a participation in that move. We called it nicely though. That's what matters. No trade is a win. I got to remember that. No trade is a win. Do not force it. But we did manage to call this out really nicely. I don't mind still entering if we get a retracement. It would have to be into the 10-minute, and then we'd have to go to the 1-minute and see if we can catch a like sniper entry. Because now it's a bit complicated. What did I say though? Like I told you guys, did I not say it's going to be a low resistance liquidity run? Which is why I was tempted to buy this fair value gap. Because even though you're buying above and high, you need to understand the greater picture here. It's a complex thing, but you can see that we're just going to run these highs quickly. Like there should be no slowing down whatsoever. Because there's nothing there. There's no imbalances. There's no like significant price level except this high, 10:30 a.m. high from yesterday. Now we have London highs from yesterday. We can mark that out. I'd like to see a retracement now though. Give me a retracement to the 5-minute fair value gap. So basically what we saw here, I want to see it happen again now. It didn't really give any entry models anyway, so I can't be upset. Not upset anyways, but so you made 0.9 profit per trade from the 50K. So if I make, oh, you're saying if I make 400 2R? Yeah, I guess that would be But why are you using the number 50,000? Don't use that number. People always do that, but I never really understood. You shouldn't really calculate anything off of your account size. That account size is fake. If you have a 2,000 or whatever your drawdown is, that's your account size. That's your true account size. It's not, my account size is not 50K. I don't have 50K. I have 2K. So if I were to make 400 from 2K, that's how I would personally calculate it. So same for you. Like I wouldn't say you're making 3% of 150. Who cares about 150? It's just they just put that there. It's fake. It's not even, you don't really have 150. Where's my TP? My baddest stream? I don't have a TP. I didn't get filled. See how now it's slowing? Premium in a downtrend? How can it be a downtrend if it's still in premium? If you're saying if we're going down and we're still in premium, but yeah, I haven't received confirmation for selling. I'm gonna need an example, brother. I don't understand. I want to see this go lower. You can buy the 10 a.m. low. I buy this 10-minute fair value gap that formed. Discount of the range is right here. ES already came into this fair value gap. Nope, we didn't get no fills. My drawn liquidity is previously high, but it was also previous. Like this was also one drawn liquidity. I can't lie. We called that out beginning of stream. It got hit. We didn't really get a fill. You could have hypothetically taken an entry here off the 50-minute fair value gap, 50-minute fair value gap, and then you take. I guess you take the order block, but it's not that clean. I don't have that. It doesn't fit my entry criteria at all. You could have taken this first presentation fair value gap. See how as soon as the inverse came back, but again, not my entry models. None of my criteria has been met for a trade. If we come back into the 10-minute fair value gap, I can trade that as a silver bullet. That would be one of my entry models, and everything would be, all the criteria would fit. Clear drawn liquidity, clear narrative in my opinion. And you just take the first fair value gap from a discount rate, right? Trading SMT, yeah, that's good. Go lower. Still 4 minutes for the 10-minute fair value gap to form though. Pull back to 50% would be nice. I don't know if that's gonna happen though. So 50% of what? 50% of the opening range? 50% of the dealing range? Which would be this. This is how I would do it personally. The opening range, so it'd be this. Pretty much the same level. It turns out to be 21131. Here it's 2137, so 6-point differential. We did tap into that fair value gap. I want to see low. I need to see this 10-minute get filled in 3 minutes. If it does it, I mean, we'll mark out the 5-minute. It could stay heavy. Let's see. Okay. The 0.5-year fib. Yeah, that's what I would do. That's what I would use too. I don't need to see it go into there. I just need to see it come into the 10-minute fair value gap. It hasn't formed yet. I want to see this accumulate, go lower, and then expand again. That's what I want to see right now. This would be your first stage accumulation. We have a 3-minute fair value gap resting in OTE of the range, as well as a 5-minute fair value gap. Like we could go into there. We left equal highs, yeah. That's what I'm saying. I want it to go lower, and we can target that. So if we go lower now, would that be a CISD? If we had a closure below right here, that would be a change in the state of delivery. I used to trade Forex swing trade. I haven't taken a trade in a while. I do have a live account, but I haven't taken a trade on it. I've been focusing on indices. But I don't day trade Forex. I don't understand why someone would. An OTE entry here would be to me it doesn't really matter. I just want to see the 10-minute and see from there if my model forms. Like I want to wait for it to come here, and I'm gonna wait for a 1-minute fair value gap or 1-minute inversion to form. That's my entry model. Well, that's one of them. It's got to come down here. We're still waiting on market structure, right? So this is your 5-minute fair value gap. So it also could just come into here. Not really interested. I hope I don't have to end up. Well, I'm not gonna buy it here, but like what could happen is I think it'll do like something like this. I'll give you guys my prediction. Where's the drawing thing? I think it'll literally do this wick, stop like right there, and then give an inversion, and we go long on the inversion. Target previous day high. Boom. This is what I'm hoping for. There's a lot of people in the chat. If you're gonna copy trade me, I don't want to hear it after. Okay, 10-minute fair value gap, 1 more minute. Why does it keep changing? What? What is this? Why is the high on the 1 minute and the 5-minute? Oh, it's here. Tripping. I copy trading you on Friday. Did I win on Friday? I don't remember what happened. You're getting popular? Yeah. A lot of people on stream right now. I just want to focus on my risk management right now. Ooh, so we could probably be risking 3 micros on this one, which sucks because bro, I'm down 200. Only I'm down 200 on this account, and I can't trade 3 micros. How you said they're trying to the right side of the chart? What do you mean the right side? Like this? You took a 15-second entry? Good luck, bro. We have our 10-minute fair value gap now. Can we get a silver bullet entry model? Oh, yesterday. Oh, on Friday. What's up, Zach? Caught them longs? Nice. I'm looking for a retracement. I'm probably going to try and go long. I like this. We left relative equal highs. Yeah, I know what you're saying. I remember that 15-second. I was like, 50-second looks good. I remember. I was going to say, like, kind of aggressive to go long right now. Yes, tapped into the 10-minute. Is it really going to remain that heavy that we don't have the tap on the 10-minute? Good shit, Zach. I'm proud of you, man. Wow. Congratulations, bro. It's all about bias, bro. I don't care what happens on the sell side. I'm not going short. I'm just not going short today. There's nothing that could convince me to go short. I'm not going short. Period. We are forming the 15. What are you putting on tax fraud? You gotta find a way to avoid taxes. How do I set drawings at the right? I'm not sure. It's just the default setting. I just draw it. What do you mean set them to the right? Like I just extend them to the right like this. I'm confused. Notice how we haven't had one closure above the new week opening gap high. Best way is crypto for tax fraud. You gotta find a way to avoid taxes. That's what really matters. Okay, let's go lower. I mean, if we don't get the retracement, we don't get the retracement. It is what it is. We were right about the day. He's talking about text. Just click right. So as soon as you put in a text, inside right. I just put everything to the right. So for example, this line, middle right. The 15-minute fair value gap now. Looking 50% 10 AM FEG. That's a good entry, bro. Pretty much the same thing for me. I think we do get a wick below this because the 10 AM candle doesn't have a low. That's pretty rare. So I'm willing to wait to see until we trade below 10 AM. Like I'm waiting for it to trade below here pretty much is what I'm saying. But that's, yeah, we're all pretty much looking for the same thing. So let's see. If we don't get a discount, I'm not interested in the buy. I mean, I'm not as interested in 50%, like quote unquote that exact level, as I am interested in just the 50-minute fair value gap. I just want to see it happen to the 15. Because once it goes lower into the 15, it doesn't have a reason to go higher. Shorted yes weaker. Yeah, you can short yes, wait for the 15 on NAS. It's not a bad entry, but not for me, but not bad. Wait, oh, the 15 hasn't formed yet. It's still 15 seconds. This is the 10-minute on ES. Okay. I want to see this candle tick up and then go down right away. Next candle, first candle right here. Tick up, go down. Come on. There it is. Don't switch. Accumulating more longs here. Yeah, futures is nice, but we all have the same chart. Well, that was a bummer. I haven't even tapped into 5. Like, why are we being so stingy? That might tell me it's about to tank. I'm gonna look to enter if we get in here. This is a 5-minute fair value gap just tapped in. Bit too aggressive of an entry for me. I needed to go lower. I want to see it go below 10 AM. Yes, I started support resistance. That was not fun. I used to trade like this, and I use EMA. I use trading moving averages. No, that's not enough manipulation. It's not enough. So this is what the 5-minute looks like. It looks like a 5-minute entry. I need it to go lower. It needs to come in here. I gotta be patient. And if it goes without me, it goes without me. But Like you could qualify this as a silver bullet long right here. Just taking the first fair value gap in the predetermined narrative 10 a.m. But Bro is famous. What's up, Diary? Which playlist of ICT have you seen? Pretty much all of them. Multiple times. I needed to go lower. 50% encroachment level in the BISI. I'm waiting for it to touch this green box. As soon as it touches the green box, I'm gonna look for an entry model. One of my entry models. I have like 7. I don't care which one. Any of them. I'll take any. No, I'm waiting for this potential long. I've been bullish the whole morning. We called out this drawn liquidity perfectly. I still think we have a lot of move higher. You're bearish? Good luck, my brother. I'm personally bullish, but we don't have to have the same bias. That's okay. I like those relative equal highs. Like if they could just leave those for me, that would be nice. ES tapped into the 15-minute. Maybe ES looks a little better, yeah. It's not that clean though. Tell me they're wrong. Yeah, just give me a sec. I really want to wait for the setup. I've been pretty patient already. Yeah, I don't think it'll go there, AB. It could. It's a nice level with this relative equal lows, but me personally, I don't think it's gonna go there. I don't even think it'll go to the 50-minute fair value gap, let alone all the way down there. I mean, unless my bias is wrong, but I really don't think. I think this is the clearest buy model I have ever seen. If it were to go lower, I mean, it would go lower from here. I will say that, but I'm more focused on this buy model, right? That's just me. Previous day high is my drawn liquidity. I just need to see a discounted rate to take me there. That's just me. You guys don't have to agree with me. You guys do not have to. I'm just here showing my journey. I'm just here showing my journey. I don't want to persuade anybody. Only give some ideas, I guess. Okay, if we can wick here, form an SMT inversion, I'll take that. That looks like it could potentially form right now. Wick here, SMT, and then we inverse the fair value gap or get a clean order block. In which case, we'll see what happens. You know, you want to. It also could just be done. We have to consider that. It might not have enough like fuel to go even higher, but I think it does. But even the low, just that. You have real-time data? Yeah, of course, brother. Of course. Fixed liquidity yesterday's highs. Yesterday's relative, yeah, RTH highs. Like 9 a.m. highs, yeah. It's just a green line here I marked out. But I still think it's gonna go higher, but that's just me. If it's not, it wouldn't be a bad short. If I was bearish, that's what I would be looking for too. So I don't want to persuade anybody, but oh, do we get the SMT and wick? Call that shit perfectly if it forms. Not enough. It's no enough. I needed to touch that blue line. At the minimum. We did get the S&T though. Yeah, go. Go lower. I think we potentially called this out perfectly. Yup. Come on, don't do that to me. 15-minute immediate rebalance. There it is. That's all I need. I don't need any more now. Give me an inversion or something and I'll go long. We already have the SMT that I called out. If it stops right here, I'm happy. Stops right here, I'm happy. The only thing is there's no potential fair value gap to go long off of. That's the only thing. Look at that. Look at that little tiny thing right there. Yeah, that's the only thing. So I don't know how I'm gonna get in on this move. Because by the time we form a fair value gap, we're already gonna be here. I'm not gonna turtle soup buy. It's not an OTE entry, so I can't use that model. I have to. The only model I have that can form is a unicorn potentially. But that's if we form a fair value gap. Let's see if we took something like. I'd have to break even after we took that high, and then I'd aim for this. No, I'm not gonna go to the 15-second. I'd be breaking rules if I did that. We got the 15-second inversion. It looks good on the 15-second. But I'd be breaking rule. I need to wait for a 1 minute fair value gap. If there was an inversion here, I could take that. But there's no inversion. So I need to wait for a 1 minute fair value gap to form. Immediate rebalance right there. This should shoot up in my personal opinion. We got the 15-minute immediate rebalance there. So that's the PD array, and we tap into the 15-minute fair value gap. This looks really good. Looks really good in my opinion. You know Dodgy? Yes. SMT at the highs there. This is failure swing. Someone asked me. These are all failure swings. I don't mind it going lower. Don't mind. Yeah, you just gotta be patient. Gotta stay patient here. And if it goes without us, it goes without us. Waiting for an inversion. I'll take an inversion. I'll take a fair value gap. I'll take a breaker. It has to be a unicorn breaker. I think we just retrace into the 15-second fair value gap. We have a 15-second potential inversion, but I'm not taking it. Looking for a price action. Yeah, I'm bullish. I've been bullish the whole morning. Just looking for a buy opportunity. Okay. Look at the body respecting perfectly the 5-minute there. Really nice. I need a 1 minute fair value gap. If it gives a breaker unicorn. Oh, I could use the breaker mitigation entry model actually. I like that. Oh, I like that actually. I would take this breaker if it forms. I could take this breaker. If this breaker forms, I'll take it. The only thing is, if I enter on this breaker, as soon as we take out this high, I gotta break even. That's the only thing about doing that. But if I take the breaker, I have to break even, which sucks. Can't even take 2 contracts. We gotta get a closure above. I have my limit. All right, guys. Let's see. Best of luck. Yeah, let's see what happens. You're bearish? I hope it goes lower. Well, no, I don't actually. But if I'm wrong, I hope you're right then. I hope you get a successful trade. I'm telling because I spent 1 hour liquidity of bearish S&P in the 1 hour. Yeah, if you don't think it's gonna go higher, don't go long, my brother. Do not go long, my brother. So this is the PD array I entered off of. Ideally, we respect 50% of the breaker. It's not that clean on the other time frames, I'll say that. But I like the SMT, I like the mitigation. Tap into that down close candle. I'm literally in a long, so I better be bullish. I'd want to see this close above this candle. If it fails to do that, I might just exit the trade. Because then it's going to be like just too choppy and it's not a trade I want to be in. This 5-minute candle looks good. It did not close above. Just subscribe. Appreciate you, brother. We're risking 25. Yeah, we're risking good on this trade. Yeah. So not the initiate reaction I wanted to see. It's not the cleanest breaker. I'll be honest about that. I think we'll leave this trade on though and just see. I'm not good at recognizing, like, even though like I know it's, like, I didn't break any rules. We should have no trouble going above this candle, is my only concern right now. You're not sure? Yeah, but is it just like fear or is it, I'm not sure. I don't know. We should have no trouble going above here. I'd rather just be wrong and it stop me and I just learn, journal. I gotta focus on the candles, not the money. I gotta give it a chance. Focus on the candles. The only thing about this trade is I'm gonna have to break even after we take this high. That's the only thing, because it's not a 2 risk to reward trade. There it is. As soon as we take that high, I'm gonna have to break even and just kind of hope. We didn't even take the high out. We did take out this high. I'm gonna lower my stop here to this discount wick, because we had the rebalance there. Yo, you guy from TikTok? I'm not that big on TikTok. I don't know. 15-minute power 3. 15-minute power 3, like, look at these wicks. They usually don't manipulate into a key level, but it's possible. It's more 30-minute power 3. It should reverse because we took 15-minute high. The previous 15-minute high? I mean, like I said, as soon as we take out this buy side, suffocate a stop, that's okay. I'm following my model. I'm putting my stop there. I'm leaving it there at this discount array. And like I said, as soon as we take out this blue line, I'm going break even on this trade. That's what I get for entering. That's my model. That's my rule. As soon as we take that high, I'm break even. In fact, I'm gonna break even now off of this wick. Because this is my first objective where I'm expecting it to go, it's not even 2R. So like that trade, this wouldn't be 2R. I can't close here. So I can't let it, like I can't leave my stop loss here because there's a good chance that it just takes this high and comes and stops me. And I can't take profits there because it's not 2R. That's how I manage my positions. So if we get break even, we get break even. Hopefully we can use this wick. Break even stop, beautiful. I mean, it's not always the right thing to do, but in this case, that's when I go break even. Oh shit. Wait. Wait, did I just get gifted money? What is that? I don't mind re-entering after breaking even if it's set up, if something forms for me, but I gotta go break even here. Let's see if we get a little bit of lucky. It's Indian rupees? Hey man, I'm happy with that. Okay, we got stopped in break even, guys. Appreciate you, Druv. Hey yo, that's Indian money. Did you take that long? I just got stopped break even, yeah. The reason I broke even is because we took out this high, and I already knew it wasn't the most A+ entry anyway, but I didn't break any rules. Had to go break even there. Appreciate you for the money, man. I mean, I don't really care about the money. It's more just about the idea. Let's celebrate, bro. How about that? It's not about the money, guys. We're literally trading here. Do you guys think I want donations? I don't want donations. I want to follow my risk management. Yeah, don't be rude, bro. Yeah, I'm happy to take that because I'm more than happy with how I manage that. I do not regret anything. So far, I followed my system to a T, and that's all I want. That's all I want to do. That's all I want to do. Is there a 30-minute fair value gap below us? Yeah. And if we just go up, it is what it is. That's okay. Don't worry about the money, bro. We're just celebrating the growth of this channel. So, yeah, we took out the high there. So this is where I would be break even, hypothetically. I said I'd break even after this high, but because it stopped right there, I didn't want to risk the whole thing. We pretty much got stopped out like, yo, it literally stopped out at the low, huh? If this pumps, I'm going to be a little bit sad. I ain't going to lie. 2185. The low was at 21834. So we got stopped out at one point, but like I said, it's I have to go break even there. The risk to reward of that trade was not good. The risk to reward of that trade, that's kind of sad. I don't mind taking this fair value gap though. Targeting previous day high. I do not mind. Do not mind this. Let's see if it forms. We have the SMT. I think ES can still go higher, relative equal highs there. I like this. I will take this. I will take this. This as a second stage. Accumulated, expanded, and this is your buy. It's got to be a fair value gap. Oh, I can't get the limit order. 66 risk. Okay, we will try again. Same trade idea. We took out London highs from yesterday. Imagine you have all day time and then there are like 4 red folders a day. That would be nice. 2186.575 is my stop loss. I'm looking for a second stage entry of a market maker buy model. And we will be targeting previous day high. Why is it doing that? Whoa, okay, we got filled. I was gonna say. I was trying to like adjust it perfectly. Okay, let's see how this goes. Market's watching you, the way it's pushing down. I mean, it could still wick. I'm just worried. Did my stop loss go through, or because it looks kind of glitched? Where can you buy real-time data? You can just buy it from TradingView. I don't like that open. This is a probably. If this doesn't go up right now, this is a quick L. Okay, it went up. That's good. My TradingView is lagging. Is my stream okay? Is there like a refresh button on this thing? This needs to close above. Otherwise, I don't like this. I don't like that reaction, but we'll let this one go because this is a valid stream. Seems fine. So just TradingView lagging. Did not take the short one if it's taking too much time. Yep. Well done, brother. Trust the process, brother. Control plus R. My hero. Just have to sign in again. Hopefully I don't get stopped out before, because I want to show what happens. Okay. So my stop loss just covers this wick. We can get it a little bit lower, like 187. And yeah, just gonna leave this to previous day high. Hopefully we get there. It's possible we get souped here. There's a 5-minute fair value gap lower. If this 5-minute forms and it's still too risk to reward, I'll lower my stop to the 5-minute candle low, which would be right here. I believe that's still too risk to reward. Yeah, it's 2.8 and we took 2 micros. The risk is still more than good. So we're gonna have to lower the stop to 181. What is this? Cancel project order. I got to align with the 5-minute. Stop loss needs to cover that 5-minute, but it's still 2R. 22-point stop loss. That's 40. So it's still under 200 risk. So everything is. You're short now. I guess we're literally against each other, brother. Good luck. What coin is the best to trade for Bybit? I don't even know what that is, bro. Bitcoin, Ethereum, Solana. I want to see expansion from these highs. It's not a really key time. That's the one thing about this trade. Let's see if we can form this as an order block. 4 minutes till it's closed. Let's watch it on the 5-minute chart for YouTube, bro. Where are you from? I'm from Toronto, Canada. I want to see this form as an order block. Let this form as a breakaway gap. But we do have a 5-minute fair value gap lower. So like I said, my stop loss needs to cover the 5 there. If I could add one, I don't think it'll let me add one, but if I could, I'd add one right here. Yeah, it doesn't let me because I'm 200 drawdown. Canadian brother, what's up, my man? We're watching the 5-minute here. Okay, we just entered the 5-minute fair value gap. I want to see us go higher from here. I'm hoping we get a nice reaction out the 5-minute fair value gap. All right, we'll leave it like. Bro, I can't find like a nice Thank you, Pablo. Should have a strong reaction. If we're right, it should. If it's wrong, we'll find out. I'm from Toronto too. Welcome, my brother. So far, pretty good reaction. I want to see if we get a closure above this. It's pretty nice. Funded on FT mode trading NAS. So far, it's not bad. If this 5-minute candle closes bullish, it's a pretty good sign. Let's see what's happening on the 1 minute. So on the 1 minute, we just swept this low. Okay. I don't know where that came from. What the hell was that? Yeah, it was a crazy candle. Yo, no, why is it stopping? Don't stop. Keep going. I'm gonna lower my stop here, guys, to 194. Diddy candle? Did someone just say Diddy candle? What does that even mean, bro? Someone said Diddy candle. What the hell is Diddy candle? We haven't hit TP, guys, yet, so I mean, but I'm happy with the lowered stop loss now, so. Someone really said Diddy candle? That's fucking hilarious. It's the funniest shit I've ever heard ever. Someone said Diddy candle, bro. That's freaking so funny, bro. 5300. We still haven't hit TP. We have a huge 1 minute fair value gap now. We could put our stop loss right here. 220. Nice. We're pretty much break even. This will be my last trade of the day. TP. Thank you, Gatie. You guys hit TP? How come you guys are hitting TP and I didn't hit TP? What's going on? You guys are copy trading me and hitting TPs without me? Where did we go? We went up. Like, this should be a free run. I don't want to hold longer. That's pretty greedy. Damn, look at those equal highs. They look so clean, bro. But it's so greedy. I can't hold that. I'm already at 3R pretty much. 2R or something. So you was stopped on break even too? It happens, bro. Is that candle initiation of a short institutional buildup? Wait, short institutional buildup, bro? Did you just make that up? What is that? Did you just make up that? What's an institutional short buildup? That candle? I don't know where that candle came from. I don't know what to tell you, bro. Let's just hit a TP here and we can all be happy. We were good. We were patient today. We managed trades well. Just give me a TP. Did ES hit the... No, ES didn't hit anything. We didn't even hit the London high from yesterday. Come on. I know you want to go one more leg higher. I don't like that candle form like that. I mean, obviously I like it. But when something like that happens, it just kind of trips me up because to me that just looks like an institutional manipulation or some shit. Like, I don't know, like a manual intervention. Cause like, whoa, what was that? We did form a fair value gap. We were like, yo, someone in chat literally said, I entered, we made 1.5K in seconds. Where did you TP? The new day opening gap low? Wait a minute. This isn't new day opening gap low. Where's the new day opening gap high? So what I'm gonna do, guys, I'm gonna show you guys how to profit max. Everyone in chat right now, if you don't do this every time, you're missing out. As soon as price comes here, listen, I'm gonna say this once. As soon as price comes here, assuming it does, I'm gonna put my stop loss right there and I'm gonna increase my TP. And we're gonna try and profit max this shit. Who knows? Maybe we get another Diddy candle, bro. It could go higher than previous day high. I'm just gonna get out here. This is my terminus. I kind of want to Diddy candle. Yeah, as soon as like look, I'm gonna show you guys. Ready? I'm gonna show you guys how it's done. Oh, shit, it's going too fast. What the hell? Alright, we gotta close. You know, that was so fast. I wasn't ready. I'm still in on the fun on the combine. So if you guys want to see, I don't even have a limit TP. Screw it. Let's just put it here. That was too fast for me. We're hoping for a Diddy candle, boys. We're hoping for a Diddy candle. I might just close this. Alright. Wait, what just happened? Did I just enter short? Wait, what's happening, bruh? I'm so stupid. I'm not even in a position. What am I doing? I'm not even in a position. Bro, I'm actually stupid. That's so funny. That could have been so bad. I thought my position was still running. Anyways, good job, guys. Is this live? This one's live. What do you mean live? What is this live? This one's live. This one's these three accounts are combined accounts. These three are combined accounts for up 350. So see, I couldn't risk one more micro there because it would have been over 200, so I couldn't. Like a real account, not demo. I trade with funded accounts. I don't have a live account, unfortunately. I only trade PM when I don't trade AM. So we took this on a funded account, and I took it on my combined accounts as well. So nice move there. So we made up the loss. We're up on the account again. We're no longer in drawdown. These accounts are fully funded or still going through the challenges. These three are challenges. This one is funded. This one is funded. It's up 20 only. So we're out of drawdown, which is nice. I was only 200 drawdown. And this one, these are three combines I'm trying to pass. I'm just above halfway. So we had three fundeds in September, I think. We had three funded, but then I blew them all. I was up 1.5 or something. We blew them all. I posted a video about it. It was pretty sad what happened. It was just bad risk management, to be honest. That tilted me, and then it led to more losses. It led to like a spiral. No trade yesterday and today. That's okay, bro. Be patient. Can you explain how you got your bias? Can you look at my trade if I did anything wrong? Okay, let's go over Qualis trade quickly. This is when we entered the 15-minute fair value gap. Oh, this is gold. I'll tell you like I don't see where you entered, Apple. Like just OTE. Oh, you took a limit like pretty much on the fair value gap, expecting it to hold. I'll tell you what I do to avoid losses like this, but I can't say this is a bad trade. But I know this happens to a lot of people. A lot of people take trades like this, and I lost a lot of trades that like this. This is an old fair value gap, right? So this is old fair value gap, and we already rallied away. You were trying to enter when it came back, after already taking out some highs. So for starters, the narrative could have just been wrong. That's one thing, obviously. Like I don't know if it ended up coming here, then this is valid what I'm about to say. But if it never came here, then it was just wrong. Like your narrative was just wrong. Which is fine. But when there's like an old fair value gap here, I never put a limit there. I never do. I always wait for it to go in. I wait for it and then wait for a 15-second inversion. So for example, let's say this was the 1 minute and it came down. I would have waited for an inversion then on the lower time frame. I'll give you an example. So for example, right here, see this fair value gap right here? Because we already took out the buy side, we already took out the, let me draw this up so no one gets confused. We took out the buy side. This is previous day high. This green line is previous day high. I would never put an order on this fair value gap, for example. Let's say I'm still bullish. I would never do this. I personally don't like to do this. I like to enter on the next candle, like this one or this one. If the order hasn't been filled there, I just wait. Especially if we take out buy side, because now that we took out buy side, it's actually not a bad short, but by the way, anyways, because we took out the buy side, what I like to do is I'll wait for it to come here, and I'll go to the 15-second chart and I'll just wait. I'll wait, like as soon as it comes down, I'll wait for an inversion or something on the 15-second. The reason being is I don't like trusting old imbalances because, for example, a lot of the time what happens is we have a change in the state of delivery. Right here, we had the change in the state of delivery right here. Order flow is bearish. So I don't want to take my chances on an old fair value gap when I was bullish, but here it's changed. So I want to wait for another change in the state, you know? So right here, as soon as we close below this low, that's a change in the state. We have an inversion. We have a bearish fair value gap. right? So I don't want to enter long on this fair value gap. It's invalidated by the change in the state, right? I want to enter with bullish order flow coming down, right? So for example, if this candle tapped in, hopefully that makes sense. You're taking the same long? I'm not taking that long. I'm just saying. I don't like to trade after I win. I already won, so I'm not gonna take another trade again. So I would wait for another change in the state. Pretty much is what I'm saying. So that's just how I do it. Like I wouldn't put a limit there. But it also could just been your narrative was wrong. I haven't checked the gold charts since we talked about it. How many funded accounts can you have? Can you show us? I only have one funded right now. Just one. Sometimes PM, you guys get, yeah, like it's scary to just leave a limit there when it's coming down, right? I don't even if like, let's say it was valid, I'm like scared. Like I don't like to leave limits just resting here. Like I'm not like, that's not how I like to trade. We just had an inversion though. So anyways, we can still try to review this live. We'll watch this live, see what happens. London highs from yesterday taken out on ES. Let's go back and read some of these chats. So I'll explain how I got my bias again. I always do it at the beginning of the stream, but I'll do it again. You're on your verification email, but it's being hard. What do you mean verification? What's that? I'd probably expect this to slow down now. 1050 macro could go either way. I see both sides, so I wouldn't, me personally, I wouldn't enter a long or short here. Okay, someone says you want to go over the buy, so I don't think we have any more questions. In terms of the accounts, I have nothing to hide. I have one funded account right now. It has $20 in it. That's it. We just got out of drawdown with that trade because yesterday we took a bad trade. And then I have 3 combines. Do you have real data? Of course, yes, real data. I think I just got it from TradingView. It's like $3, I think. I pay like $3 a month. US dollars. What prop firms? Top Step. For futures, I recommend Top Step. And for Forex, I recommend this one that I worked with, funded by traders. They have really good slippage. They have really good discounts and TradingView integration. And I trust the owner. I don't trade Forex prop firms, but if I had to recommend one, that would be the one I recommend. Took the long off the plus FEG below. Nice, you took this one too? That's what I took as well. You think US rates YM was a good pair to trade or just trading Q? I personally don't like trading YM. ICT has influenced me too much to even consider YM. It's just less. There's only 30 stocks that make up that thing. The reason NAS is better than yes is because there's 100 stocks compared to 50, you know? So I'd recommend Top Tech funded by traders. FTMO is good too, but I've never tried FTMO, so I can't even speak. I've tried funded by traders and it was really good. I'm happy with that. Go over your trade if you're in Canada. You should try spread betting with a UK firm. Spread betting, what's that? Top Step or ACG? Apex. Is ACG Apex? I don't know what ACG is. What is your opinion on going long now? If I were to go long now, I don't even know what I would target, but let's just say you expected it to continue. No, it's not clean because now you have to wait for the market structure. I don't know anything about Alpha Capital Group. There's a 15-minute fair value gap forming. Me personally, I don't have any model that says long. If we tapped into this 1 minute, like if you wanted to look for a scalp, if we tapped into this 1 minute fair value gap, I would just go down to the 15-second and see, can we get another leg high just to take this here? If I were to go short, then you just wait for the inversion. So like right now, we just tapped in. I'd go to the 15-second and see if we can inverse. That's what I would do, but I'm not taking this trade. Okay, someone said I went on too long about not going my bias. I'll explain why I was bullish. It's pretty simple. Ready? We took previous day low. We took previous day low. This is a classic, like this daily profile is the reason I was bullish. Classic London buy, London reversal, and it's a market maker buy. Oops, market maker buy model at the same time. That's the market maker buy. Original consolidation, 1, 2, consolidation. London low of day. I did make a whole video about daily buys, but it's okay. I'm always happy to. So this is a long-term low. Someone asked me about this. And notice how these lows never got taken. To me, that pretty much confirmed how bullish we were. That pretty much confirmed how bullish we were to me. A lot of people were like targeting that. But because I was bullish, to me, that was just a confirmation of longs. So why was I bullish? I wanted the entry here, never got it, so I waited. I waited for right here, and we got filled on entry here. So you can see how we got this second stage. Because eventually there's going to be a down move, and you want to be able to catch that before it goes up. So why was I bullish? It's very simple. Asia consolidated. London manipulated the low of Asia. So I'll show you the midnight opening price. This is your key level, right? We tapped back into previous day low, taking Asia lows. Tap back in, expanded right away. 15-minute fair value gap, expanded right away. We came into here. Maybe some people were trying to short this. To me, I was bullish. I'll explain the daily and weekly chart too. This is a London low of day. This is a long-term low. The expansion here, for me, confirmed. We started consolidating. All I wanted to see was a move lower. I'm not gonna lie. I wanted to see this low get taken, and I wanted to maybe take a long from here, but that never happened. And we only respected this 15-minute fair value gap and expanded. So to me, that confirmed. The fact that we didn't even come here, to me, was like a confirmation that, okay, this is gonna stay heavy long. Never once today did I consider shorts, ever. Never was I like, maybe this. There was literally never a time where I was like, this could go low. As for drawn liquidity, we talked about that yesterday. See these relative equal highs from Asia, which was previous day high. That's just too clean. In my opinion, that's just too freaking clean. Like, that was just, they're just too clean. Like, look at that. That's just classic support and resistance. We're targeting those traders. And yeah. We also had this high, which we called out. Notice how we got a reaction right there. So this is where we entered too. So we came in, we waited all this. We waited. That's why I'm happy the most. That's why I'm happy with my performance today. I give myself a 9 out of 10 because we were so patient. We waited the entire time. And by the way, I don't know who was in stream. So yeah, so I was bullish. Sorry, I should go from there. I was bullish on the week itself to begin with, just because the weekly fair value gap. I was just bullish from that. I know we rejected off this, but I've just been bullish because we had the change of state delivery here on this candle. Order flow has been bullish. We formed a weekly fair value gap and rejected off of it. So I was just looking for higher prices on the week. So that's that. That's kind of what had to. That's why I was bullish on the higher time frame. And the monthly power of 3. So the monthly candle. Where's the volume imbalance? There should be a volume imbalance right here. Right there, right there. So see this? It's kind of hard to see, but there's a volume imbalance on the monthly chart right here. You trading live forever? Yeah, I trade live every day. See this monthly volume imbalance? We called this out earlier in the month. We tapped into that. So we opened up here on the month, traded down right away. So I'll show you what that looks like right here. This Tuesday. So we traded down into the monthly volume imbalance, respect to the discount wick. And as soon as from there, and that happened right at the beginning of the month. So from there, I was looking for a potential monthly power of 3, expecting at least the monthly high to get taken, which is the Tuesday's high. That's my higher time frame drawn liquidity, this high right here, because of the monthly volume imbalance. So that's your monthly PD array, potential monthly power of 3. Order flow has been pretty bullish as well. So just order flow, the discount array on the monthly, weekly. So that's the kind of idea. Weekly IRL to ERL, however you want to see it. There's like literally hundreds of ways. Trade the weekly IRL to ERL. We tapped in on this week, so you expect this week to go up, right? Take the high. That's your classic IRL to ERL. Well, if that's gonna happen, how can that form, right? I was looking for it yesterday. Yesterday we chased it and we took a bad trade. It didn't form yesterday. Today was a lot more clear because we had a clear daily profile supporting. How do I get roles in your Discord and how long does it take? If you keep posting your trades, helping people with basics, you don't have to be like a super. A lot of people think you have to be like a super trader. Like, you don't even have to be profitable. Just as long as you're helping people, posting your journal, encouraging people, like helping your own way, I give people roles. No trade today? That's okay, brother. A lot of people were bearish. Hey, it's okay if you're bearish. Did you see any shorts setups? I didn't see really any shorts. I haven't seen one bearish fair value gap. We didn't form one bearish. Okay, there's one right there, but we failed to inverse. I mean, yeah, I guess you could have shorted that potentially. Why aren't you charging for signals? I don't really care about. I don't want to take money from people. I feel bad, bro. The only thing I would ever charge people for is if I did maybe like a full one-on-one mentorship, because that would like take up so much time. Like I would, if I did that, like I would take it serious. Like I would take maybe 10, 20 people max, and I would try to build like a super trader, you know? But even then, because like if I were to do a mentorship, what I would do, and I wouldn't do it anytime soon. Like I got it, I want to get a lot of payouts first and get maybe a live account myself. I did not see any, so I stayed sidelines. Yeah, exactly. So if you're bearish, that's okay. You're wrong about the bias, right? Did your model form? Okay, Koala, next one, bro. I was just really bullish, you know? And to be honest, sometimes that's a weakness. Like, that's why I literally put this here. I do not feel entitled to being correct. Sometimes I'm, like, stubborn with my bias. Like, I'm bullish, and it's going up. Like I said, nothing else. Gold analysis, give me a sec. I will go over that after I finish this. You're so much better than Tanya? I think Tanya just has a lot of people, so I don't like to compare, but in my opinion, I think I know more, but I don't necessarily think I'm a better trader. Not yet, at least. She's really good at managing her positions. She's really good at knowing when she's wrong, knowing when she's right, making her winners big, her small losses smaller. I'm still like working on that stuff. She's been trading longer, so, but I feel like I've put in more hours studying. I feel like I know more. I was 2% down, I'm 1% down, tomorrow will be better, took a break even as well, and TP on the second entry. Good shit, bro. How many charts do you have to focus on your trading just on 1 minute? I just use the 1 minute chart pretty much. Like when in terms of entry, it's pretty rare. Like what I do, and I'll talk about this in my trading system book, but what I do is I'll look at the 1 minute. But for example, if you guys remember, this was very key because we would have been stopped out here. Remember this 5 minute fair value gap? I had to lower my stop because my original entry, where was it? Wait, that's the wrong one. It was this one. If you guys remember, I actually would have been stopped out, I'm pretty sure, because we entered on the 1 minute fair value gap. So we entered right here. Okay, we wouldn't have been stopped out because my stop loss was right here. But we entered right here, right? So this was the original trade I took. The 1 minute fair value gap. Stop loss was 75% of the wick. And we were targeting whatever, previous day high. Whatever, it doesn't matter. Right? This was my original trade. What do I do as soon as I see this? So on the 1 minute chart, I'm looking for this. As soon as I put in my order, I'm swapping all time frames, and I'm looking, and what do I see? I see a 5 minute fair value gap. The stop loss no longer makes sense, you know? You can't put your stop loss there. It's in the middle of the fair value gap. It could easily trade here. It needs to cover here, so I lowered my stop. Was this trade still too risk to reward? It was, so I said it's okay to do that. As long as I'm not risking more than 200, and I wasn't. So that's how I use the other time frame personally. I just try to master. I know some people like to enter 3 or 5. I just like to focus on the 1. Did you take Judas swing long at NQ? Today? No, that wasn't the entry model. The entry model I used today was a second stage market maker buy model. Good shit, Miguel. Proud of you, brother. Slow and steady. If you manage your risk, you will pass your accounts. What account size? I only have 50Ks. This is a 50K funded, and my other 3 combines are 50K funded. I used to have 3 fundeds, but we blew them. I mean, how many chart pairs do you focus on? I just trade NASDAQ and ES. So I was trading, I don't know if you remember, but I keep my chart like this. I just look for it for synergies. I want to make sure that it looks like it's ready to go. By the way, the first entry we took, it would have played out if I just kept the trade. So we remember, if you guys remember, we took low, high, lower, low, high. We took this breaker. Stop loss was here. It would have played out. The breaker held. Even if you put the stop loss at the breaker low, the full trade would have played. We could, hypothetically speaking, right? We could have hit like a 5R trade. A 5R. Like, this was our original trade. We broke even here. Which is kind of sad. Because, yo, our stop loss, guys, this was actually kind of sad. Our stop loss was right here. This was my stop loss. This is literally what happened. We got stopped out right there. And then it literally went up. But we took another entry here, so it's okay. We still caught like 2.5 R. You look at 4 charts, but I'm scalping down. Don't know if I should just short them to do. Are you trading Forex, Marcelo? Or are you talking about, oh, you're trading futures and you have multiple time frames up? I would just switch through. I just usually switch through. Like, usually the 15 and 1, you can quickly switch. Like, see how fast you can switch? Type it in. You can quickly switch. I would just practice getting quicker at that, because you can quickly switch. Okay, let's quickly put this in our journal. I want to eat breakfast. So how do I journal? I don't know. There's a lot of new people here, so I'll show you guys what I do. I feel like I missed some questions. Someone asked me about bias. Did I answer your question? What's up, Gatie? What's up, Dragon? Sorry, bro. I think I missed. And I don't want to charge anyone. The only way I would charge people is if I did a mentorship. And when I say mentorship, I mean like I'm going to be calling you every day, giving you homework, telling you exactly what to do. In terms of everything. Yeah, I'll show you my background. It's a really good idea. I really recommend everyone do that. I talked about it in my video. It's very important. Without it, I would be bad. It helps me. Stop talking about charging. Jeez. I mean, I'm just explaining, because someone was asking, why don't I charge? So I'm letting you know. The reason I don't charge is I don't want to take your money. But if I was to devote like hours and hours to individual people, like I wouldn't do that for free. That would just take up too much time. Imagine you were eating breakfast and GatieTrades calls you to quit breakfast and trade. Yeah, I would do that, bro. I mean, okay, I wouldn't do that, but like, if I were to do a mentorship, like that's what the kind of relationship I would want. Like, I wouldn't just let anyone join my mentorship, bro. Like, I would need legit real people who are gonna start putting in bare work, and I'd be like, yo, you want to do this shit? Like, I'll teach you, but you got to be dedicated. Because the amount of times, guys, I've tried to help people, and they're like, yeah, I'll put in the work. I help them for 2 weeks. I tell them what to do, and they just quit. I just feel like I wasted my time, you know? I help people for free. Like, so far, I reply to every message. I answer questions every single time. But, like, I'm okay with that, like, here and there. But, and I appreciate you, Jaden. I fuck with you too. I'm happy with that. But if I was to do, like, a full mentorship, and it would take, like, hours and hours every day, I have to charge for that. Which is why maybe I don't even want to do it. Like, I can't just give people so many hours. Unless maybe I made a content out of it. Where are you from originally? I'm Iraqi. I'm Iraqi. I'll show you guys how I journal. Does anyone have questions? The macro delivered pretty nice today, huh? The 950 macro. So let me just mark out previous day high. I journaled the New York AM session. And this is how I got really good at trading 9. This is why I only trade 930. This is literally what I did every day for like minimum like 500. This is what I did. I would take 930 to 1110. 1110, that's where I stopped it right there. 1110. And I would just do this. And I would do this every single time. Yeah, the macros were pretty nice today, huh? Wow, really nice. And I would screenshot it and I would go back and study it. Just like this. And I'm going to label it New York AM session review. Then I go in my journal and I put it in that section. Appreciate what you're doing. Appreciate you, bro. I'm just here showing my journey. Like, I'm not really doing much. Helping people who, the people who like show. So I put in my observations. What I observed today. Macros delivered nicely. London reversal. Clean price action. Clean market maker buy model. I think the key takeaways. I haven't been able to fill this out in a while because I've taken away so much. Like there's literally nothing new. So I put in the review there. And I also forgot to put in yesterday's review of end of day. So I also come back and I put the end of day price action. So this is the New York AM session from yesterday. Pretty freaking choppy, right? But then I come back here and I'll see, yeah, the PM session delivered really nice. So I like to put in both. Appreciate you, AB. How to get fast and taking execution? Just practice if you want to work on speed. Or you should know what you're looking for. Yeah, when you actually guys having so much because we'll watch those comments. Of course, bro. I trade crypto futures with a personal account. I want to get funded. Do you reckon I should shift markets or just focus on both? Do you trade ICT? Someone said in Arabic. I'll try and read it. Does that say Echi? I can't even see it. It's like the Arabic came so small. I'm not that good. I wouldn't recommend you get funded until you learn ICT. I'm an ICT trader, so I don't really believe in anything else. Aheb. It's so small, guys. I really can't even see it. Clean chart. Thanks, brother. So now I'll just leave this on the 15-minute time frame. You can see we got a nice short from there. So I guess we'll just chill here for a bit, answer questions. I'm all journaled up and everything. You said good trade, brother. Thank you, brother. Thank you for your line. Thoughts? Of course, my man. Did I miss any questions? Take care, Aldrich Hoops. I'd recommend you learn ICT and then get funded. I love Iraq. It's the best country. Isn't there like a war? The war is still going on there. It's pretty crazy. Everything happened in the Middle East is pretty crazy right now. We're up pretty good in our stock position, guys. Let's check the stock portfolio. I think we're up 300 in total. Do this every day? I do this every day, man. Every day. You know, when I first started, we only gained like 4 viewers, but I was still alive. It's like my friend, me and my friend were like watching. Let's look at the channel. Like, how long have we been doing this for? Are you going back fighting? No, not me. I do need to, I mean, not me, but like we've been going live every day. I took one vacation, 1 week vacation. Like, look at this, 64 people, 36 people, 32, 30, 29. We improved so much, bro. We just gotta keep it. Like, we're improving. Just gotta keep doing this. Not even like the street, like just in general. Have I been in Iraq? No, I've never been. Maybe when I'm making a lot of money, I can go private jet. Rent a private jet. Our trading is getting a lot better. Yeah, I'm honest, man. I have nothing to hide, bro. I'm literally just showing my journey. I got 160 today. Are you serious? That's crazy. Is it okay if I chart this pre-session? Previously high, no. Last week, that's a good strategy. Have you seen my most recent video? Because in my most recent video, I talk about literally everything I do pre-market and what I chart. So that would be a good thing to watch. If you're long up to 15-minute. Lunch could continue, it's possible, but it could also just easily run through it and retrace. So 50-50 for me. If you're using that, like it could easily come into 50% after taking previous day high. We never checked our stock positions. Appreciate you, Juma. Damn, 160 is crazy. I didn't even know. I knew we were hitting 100, but oh, stock positions are up. So we're up 330, guys. I want to close NVIDIA at 140. I want to close AMD I mean, bro, if Andy went hypothetically, let's just say hypothetically, and went to 226, how much would that be for me? I always do this shit, even though it's like does not offer me 160 to 220, 230. That's 40, 50 a share. Damn, trade inversions. Yeah, it's one of my entry models. I've entered longs on Micron. I don't really like this one. I think I'm actually closed Micron Technologies. Yeah, let's close. Let's just close our Micron Technologies. I don't like what's happening. Yeah, I trade inversions. It's one of my entry models. I have many entry models. It's just one of them. I'm like 16 days break even. Yeah, I don't have a lot of break even days, but I have a lot. I used to have a lot of losses. Like just lost. What is that chart? Which one? Can you tell me your entry models? Sure. I mean, I'm gonna make a video on every single one. That's kind of the whole series I'm working on right now. It's step 5. These are my entry models. I have an FEG limit order, IFEG market, unicorn limit, breaker mitigation. That's the one I took today. Price theory, continuum theory entry, and then my OTE entry model. So I have 6. I don't have anything with OB, but I might add one. I have to do back testing. Last one with like many holes. Oh, this Micron Technology. It's a stock. Yeah, it's a stock. I don't like the price action, so I closed my position just now. $15 we closed, so we can remove that. I have positions in Nvidia. I have positions in AMD. Blue line was my entry. I don't want to talk about how many shares I took, but blue line was my entry. Well, look at that. We got really good entries, huh? Literally caught the low of the day. I mean, hopefully. We entered on the blue line. So hopefully, I'm looking to close here for AMD. July's high. I think we can get there. And for Nvidia, I'm looking to close maybe July high, maybe all-time highs. I will also look at Microsoft. I'm down on Microsoft. Can you share your trade system? I am, but I can't release the whole document yet. I'm releasing them as I post the video. So the next video is going to be posted tomorrow. It's going to cover step 2. And then on the weekend, we're going to cover step 3. Step 3 is my pre-market analysis, what I do pre-market. So when I go live at the beginning of stream, what do I do? Take care, Koala. I'm about to head out too. I got to make some breakfast. If anyone has questions, now's a great time to ask. If you've been watching the stream, I do this shit every day. So if you want to come through every day, I'm here, yo. Just trading my system, improving. That's all I'm trying to do, improve. First video. What about first video? First video to watch is titled Step 1. This one right here. For my trading system. Oh, damn, this kind of late. On your process? Yeah, this one right here, part 1. Did you got a trade? Yeah, we took 1 win today. I'll show the execution. So we broke even. Oops. Do you have Instagram? Yeah, I'm GatieTrades on every social media. We took a break even here. I could have let this play out. It would have hit TP, but I took a break even. It is what it is. And then I took this long here on the fair value gap institutional reversal entry drill. Can you send this file to us? As soon as I'm done posting all the videos, I will release the entire book. I can't release the book first because you guys are not going to use it correctly. Like in this book are the steps to the models, are the steps. But if you don't understand the why or the how or what I'm looking for exactly, you're gonna fail. So I can't I know it doesn't seem like it, but just trust me because I used to trade like that. Like I used to just take people's things and I would be like, oh, what's the best model? I watched every single course of those like people on Twitter. I tried trading it. I back tested everything and I was never, ever successful. Ever. Like I know it just seems like I'm withdrawn. I have nothing to hide, bro. I don't care. It does not affect me if you guys have this document or not. I haven't released this PDF yet. I haven't released it. That's why I'm doing videos on every single step. I'm not trying to like delay information. I'm not trying to fish. I need to just explain every single part first. So I'm trying to post 2 a week. Usually I post 1 a week, but a lot of people want the PDF, so I'm posting twice a week. I'm gonna try and get it out as quickly as possible. I can't give you the steps. I'll give you guys an example. This is my 930 Judas model. I'm leaking this to you guys because you guys stayed in the stream. Can you make entry models for us too? Yeah, I got all my entry models are here. I have 7 entry models. Oh, entry models I have 6, but trading models I have 7. Look at this for example. Identified accumulation pre-market. Identified a clear drawn liquidity and directional buy. Do you guys even know how to do these first 2 steps? Some of you maybe. Clear manipulation, taking out liquidity and tapping a higher time frame PD rate after 930. What higher time frame period? Do you guys know exactly which PD rate I'm looking for? Which discount or premium? Displacement after the manipulation towards the drawn liquidity forming FEGR figure. Entry model selection 1 to 6. Trade manual. Like you guys are not gonna understand these steps. Maybe some of you, but you might not understand the steps. So I don't want to like give you guys these steps and then you're like looking for like you don't even know what you're looking for. It helps you process when you do the PDF. You'll put the links in the PDF in the web video. I want to do that, but I actually need help because what I'm trying to do is I was trying to make so in my Discord server, I was trying to make a section where I just upload each step. So I already did step 1, but I don't really know how Discord works. I've been watching videos, but I haven't found the one that can help me. But if you want step 1, for now, I guess just DM me. I can send it to you. I have to sneeze. I do. Right? Yeah, I'm gonna explain everything. And especially when we get to the trading models and entry models, I'm gonna be like super in depth. I'm gonna try and explain it to the best of my abilities. Yeah, I will share. The Discord should be in the description, is it not? I gotta figure out how to do that. It's definitely on my YouTube somewhere. There's a lot of people in there, 11,000. You can get roles if you keep staying engaged and stuff. Anyway, yo, if you guys want to come tune in, I will do that, bro. I will do that. I will 100% do that. If you guys want to stay tuned in my channel, hit the subscribe button. I'm live every day, same time, 9:15 a.m. EST. I'm here every day, unless I'm like super sick, which I haven't been yet. I literally haven't missed a day. I took a 1-week vacation and I did not stream that week. I was so sad. I just wanted to go back home and go live. But we're back live every day. This is what we're working on in terms of YouTube content for now. I'm trying to get up all these videos. And for these ones, every single one is going to be in one video. Like, I'm going to have a video just on Judas Swing, my AMB model. I'm going to have a video just on how I use my breaker limit. This is my favorite entry model, by the way, number 4. That's my favorite entry model. That's the one I took today and broke even. But if I held it, it would have worked out. I should have trusted it. But I don't regret. Take care, Saravan. I got to make breakfast and go to the gym, guys. So if you have questions, ask now. These are the executions for today. I took the foot. I explained why I was bullish, and that's the execution I took. So take this out. Take this out. So now that if it's green, if I ever put a line in green, it means it's my drawn liquidity. If I put it in black, it's just a key level. Now I'd expect it to be used at the reference point. Nice. We never hit org 50%, but we hit org 50% from yesterday. You can use the orgs up to 3 days, even 5, but I don't like to. It gets too crowded for me. I just focus on the price action in front of me. Take care, Jad. Take care, Richard. Appreciate everyone here. Seems like everyone is heading out. I'll give it like a minute if anyone wants to say anything. And I'm gonna head out as well, make some breakfast. So break even on the accounts. Let me just make a post on the Discord. Appreciate you, brother. Appreciate you, man. How long are you gonna be in the gym? Usually I'm about an hour in the gym. Shouldn't be more than an hour. Depends. Should I have breakfast? I have like a mini breakfast. Like I ate cereal, but then I eat breakfast again. I'm trying to gain weight, so I'm trying to eat as much as I can. I'm trying to gain weight. I averaged right now. Let me check actually. I can just check. Right now I'm averaging like almost 4.5. So average losing trade is 30. But it's kind of like a what's it called? It's kind of flawed because this includes partials. So on these specific accounts, yeah, right now I'm averaging like 4.5. Usually I'm trying to get 2, but it's because I used to do some partial stuff, but we're working on that all in the system. It's gonna be that. I have some freaking gems, bro. Like stuff that literally people have never talked about. And you know why I think they haven't, bro? It's because I don't think they put in the work. Like I genuinely don't think they put in the work. Like I don't think people have put in as many hours as me, if I'm being honest. Doesn't mean they're not good traders, just means I think I have more hours than everyone. But this was the trade from today. Wait, no, it wasn't. Wait, was it? Yeah, it was. Just posting this in the Discord. I always post my trades in the Discord. You know, I'm giving myself a 10 out of 10 today. Yep, I'll go over, brother. I got you. So, do you understand why I was bullish in the first place? Yeah, I'll stay, brother. Don't worry. I'll only leave if there's no more questions. I mean, don't abuse me, but like, just a couple questions here and there. You understand why I was bullish, right? Okay, if you understand why I was bullish, I'll tell you why I trusted this fair value gap. This is a 15-minute immediate rebalance. This means that there was gonna be a 15-minute fair value gap here, but then, so right here, 15-minute fair value gap was forming, and then we came down, touched it, and wicked. So this price range now is considered balanced. And then we also had this fair value gap. We literally touched the low. Like, we literally just touched it by 1 tick. How was today? Didn't trade? I took 1 win today, brother. Or 1 break even, 1 win. So see, this is your 15-minute immediate rebalance. That's your 15-minute fair value gap. And this is your 10 a.m. Low. So if you know why I was bullish, so why I was looking for long, right? I was targeting previous day high. I was waiting for, now originally I took this, see this is a breaker block. I took this entry. I got stopped break even. I went break even pretty early right here, but I'm happy with that decision because I feel like we could have possibly had a leg lower. As soon as I realized that the breaker was holding, as soon as the breaker was holding and we formed a bullish fair value gap here, now this is all balanced, right? There's no inefficiencies here. This has all been delivered, right? We expanded and we formed a bullish fair value gap here. This is what you qualify as a second stage market maker buy model. So, right, if this was your reversal, this is your first accumulation, this is your second stage accumulation. On the 15-minute time frame, it looks, let's go to the 5-minute time frame. 15-minute time frame was good. You can see the kind of buy model here, right? This is your smart money reversal. This is your stage 1, and this is kind of your stage 2 right here. This down candle confirms the stage 2. So I knew, like I was not new, but I was really confident that we were not going to come back down here because of the balanced price range, because we already came into the 15-minute fair value gap. We respected the breaker and expanded. As soon as this fair value gap forms, I know we just took the high, but I'm still bullish on the higher time frame, which is here. I think we're going to go here. So that's why I trusted that fair value gap. It's also the timing as well. So it being 10:35. It being 10:35 is very important in that trade I took because like 10 a.m. we put in a low here and we went up. I'm not expecting now it to reverse all the way. I'm not expecting that. It's 10:30. I'm expecting the trend to continue. It's kind of like a silver bullet model. You can trade this like a silver bullet. This was your silver bullet entry originally, this 5-minute fair value gap. You could have taken that, right? I didn't want to take that 5-minute. I wanted to wait for the second, like the reaction off of it. So that's why I trusted that fair value gap. And that's pretty much covers everything, right? We just held the trade. We got a crazy candle. I can't tell you where that came from. To me, it looks like it was like it manually intervened. Like I wouldn't say that like, oh, see, I'm so right. The reaction to me, this looks like a candle like that was just intervened. Like they just pumped that shit higher because they wanted to aggressively take it to previous day high because the pool of liquidity is there, right? They don't want to give people a chance to close their positions if their stop losses are there, so they send it really quick. That's kind of how the market moves in the perspective of smart money. So took the trade. We got a really good candle. Yeah, that's it. If you missed that, you could have taken the 5-minute. So you can kind of see the 5-minute continuation, right? 5-minute went up, a little bit of a dip. We formed an order block right there. So you can, so this is all one order block. This is an order block, right? This is your 5-minute fair value gap. So you could have taken that entry. It all overlapped. So hopefully that makes sense. Did that make sense? This is all because I was bullish on the higher time frame. I thought price was going to come here today. You sent, how are the accounts looking? So I'm like 55% of, let's say almost 60% away from passing the 3 combines. We have 1 funded. We did take a loss yesterday and the day before, but we're back in profit now. So that's good on the funded. So I guess good. You waiting for a trend reversal? So, it depends on the model. Sometimes I'll catch the reversal. Sometimes I'll have to wait. You know, it all depends on my trading model, right? So if I'm trading a smart money reversal, I can trade it. Sometimes I get the low risk buy. So for example, if this was New York AM session, I could have taken this. So 50-minute fair value gap, tapped in. I wait for a confirmation. It's not that clean, but the confirmation's there. And yeah. And does SMT on the Wix valid ones? And does SMT on the Wix valid ones on the chart I sent? Okay, let's look at your chart and then we'll call it a day. We will call it a day. Is it a valid breaker block trade? Yes, it is. Then it's a Forex channel. Okay, we'll review this trade. Okay. If those are the same times, then yes. That is a valid S&P 12 9. This isn't the hourly, but it's looking like a valid SMT. That is your correct order block. You enter on the order block. Nice. Oh, the order block, the SMT at the order block. Yeah, that's a breaker too. High, low, higher, high, lower, low. That's your breaker. Yeah, perfect. Really clean, bro. Target the opposing liquidity. Did it go lower after that? It could have went maybe lower there. Everything valid, brother. Very good trade. Let's talk on the Discord, dude. Nice. Let's cut the long too. Hey, someone's taking a Reaper. What did this guy say, bro? Well, you're trying the PDL, but it's got to close to R. Yeah, okay, that's fine. Did it end up hitting previous day low or no? So that would be something you put in your journal. Like you would literally say, I was aiming for previous day low as my target, but I got a little worried, so I closed it at previous day low. I closed it at 2R. And then see what happens after. Good chart. Might have to. Some people here in the Discord have been doing good. I might need to promote some people this week. Mm-hmm. And already promoted Christian. If he keeps doing good. Who else caught this last trade? Mm-hmm. 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 Nice, bro. Everyone's helping everyone out. This is good. I need to keep track of tomorrow buy gold. I need to keep track of like who's helping out in the Discord. What is this? What's going on here? Just do this thing in currency. Oh, nice. Everyone's helping, bro. Just popping. Bro, what? What is that candle? All right, it seems like everyone's fading away here. If you've been watching this far and you haven't subscribed, I'll be live every single day this week. Hit the subscribe button if you want to be here. If you don't want to be here, don't hit the subscribe button. Or just hit it anyways. If you don't want to be here, if you want to support, it is what it is. I'll see you guys next time, tomorrow, 9:15 a.m. EST. Tomorrow, the video is also coming out for step 2 of the trading system model. Take care, everyone. If you have any questions, ask me in the Discord. See you guys. Peace.